Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from PocketNow.com. The Samsung Galaxy S2 has a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Exynos processor. We're thinking that it's going to have the best web browsing experience, the fastest pinch-to-zoom, the fastest scrolling, the fastest page load times, and we're going to test that out in this video. We're going to compare it to Windows Phone 7 on the Samsung Focus, the iPhone 4, and the HTC Thunderbolt. It's going to be fun. Let's do it. And starting things off, we've got the HTC Thunderbolt and the Galaxy S2, obviously. Both are on the same Wi-Fi network. Both have had cache cleared. We're starting off on Google here. We're going to go to Engadget. We might not land on the same web page actually on Engadget. Sometimes it goes to mobile. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's see what happens. And let's see. Okay, we've got the mobile on the Galaxy S2. We're probably going to get the full version here on the HTC Thunderbolt. We're going to put them both on the desktop view so that we can move around the page, see how panning and scrolling compares. Okay, that's loading, and while the Galaxy S2 is loading, but finished very quickly, we can flick down the page. Flick down the page on the Thunderbolt. It's obviously a little bit more choppy there, but as the web page gets into memory, it becomes smoother. Right off the bat, the Galaxy S was extremely smooth. Let's check out pinch to zoom. Very smooth there. A little bit smoother on the Galaxy S2. We're going to click on this link at the same time, see which device loads it faster. Okay, let's see who finishes first, or which. Okay, Galaxy S2 finished, so we can move around on the page. The Galaxy S2 has an interesting feature. You can put two fingers on the screen and move the device towards your face. This is kind of cool when you are doing it in landscape. You could kind of go like that, kind of a weird feature. So let's check screen rotation speed as the Thunderbolt continues to load the page. It hasn't finished yet, and it looked about the same there. Looks like the Galaxy S2 is a little bit faster there. We're going to stop it from loading. We're going to hit the back button on both of these devices and have them both go back to the home page of Engadget. We like using Engadget because it's a very long web page with a lot of text, some Flash content. And by the way, both of these devices have plugins turned to Ask, so it's not actually loading the Flash content. So again, in terms of web browsing speed between the Qualcomm Snapdragon 1 GHz processor, which you find on the Thunderbolt, and the Exynos processor on the Galaxy S2, Galaxy S2 beats the Thunderbolt. So let's move that off to the side. Now let's bring in the iPhone and see which one will get to pages faster, which one's smoother. We're going to kind of get it loaded here on Engadget. Let's actually zoom in a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Scroll to the bottom. The iPhone kind of invented pinch to zoom and really smooth scrolling desktop-like browsing. So it's interesting to see how the Galaxy S2 measures up against that. So of course we've got the single core, about 1 gigahertz processor, the A4 chip on the iPhone 4. Let's check screen rotation speed before we click on any links. Okay, the Galaxy S2 was faster. The Galaxy S2 was a little bit faster there. And let's move down the page and see what it's like. The iPhone doesn't scroll as quickly, but that's just sort of how the operating system is built. And we can go to the top like so. Just do a quick little flip to get that. Let's zoom in on something. Let's compare the pinch to zoom. Obviously very, very smooth on both. And let's go to this headline and we'll click them at the same time and see which gets to the page first. Boom, go. And let's see. Okay, the Galaxy S2 finished first, so we'll move around on the page here. Kind of scroll down. The iPhone is still going. The Galaxy S2 is just really remarkable in how fast it can load pages. Again, we're going to hit the back button and have them both go back to the Engadget homepage, see which gets there first. Okay, the Samsung Galaxy S2 beat the iPhone, and we can move around on the page and do some reading while the iPhone is loading. The iPhone 4 screen is looking very small nowadays, and we're likely to see it bump to 4 inches for the iPhone 5, but it's very much noticeable because you have so much space to work with on a 4.3-inch display or even a 4-inch display to pinch to zoom, whereas on the iPhone you almost feel like you have to, you wish your fingers were a little bit smaller so you can get in there to be more precise. Okay, so the Galaxy S2 won against the iPhone. Let's bring in the Samsung Focus. Windows Phone 7 has extremely fast web browsing, faster than the iPhone in most cases, and when Mango hits with IE9, it's going to be even faster. So again, we're going to do what we did with the other two devices. Let's drill into Engadget.com, get the desktop view loaded. Okay, and we're back. We got Engadget loaded here on the Samsung Focus running Windows Phone 7. Let's do a screen rotation speed test. Okay, we've got the Galaxy S2 is faster there. Galaxy S2 was faster there. You've got that animation to kind of buy time in Windows Phone 7. By the way, I forgot to mention that all of these devices that we were testing had no other windows open, so no windows there. If we do a little pinch gesture here, you can zoom out to see that there are no open windows. So let's move down the page. Windows Phone 7 is very good at not having checkerboards when you go quickly down a page. Once in a while you'll get a white spot implying, if we go really fast, you can probably see it's trying to keep up. But pretty good in Windows Phone 7, especially compared to the iPhone, where even on the iPhone 4 you get checkerboards all the time. So let's test out pinch to zoom. Very, very smooth comparatively. Let's move down to a certain story. Let's go to the Microsoft story. They're buying Skype. And we'll click on the links at the same time, if I can actually find it. There it is. So we'll zoom in on both, make a really big target so it's impossible to miss, and let's tap it at the same time, and let's see which gets there first. It's amazing. It seems that the Galaxy S2 is almost loading the pages before they show up, because as soon as you click the link, you're at the page. The Galaxy S2 browser is smoking every other browser that we are testing right now. And so here comes the Samsung Focus loading the page probably 10 to 20 seconds later. The browser on the Galaxy S2, believe us when we say this, is probably the fastest browser that exists. It's incredibly fast. Let's go to PocketNow.com desktop. We'll go into landscape view. And we'll see it just pop up. It's really incredible how fast this browser is. And of course, we'll get some other dual-core devices in here to test because, certainly this isn't the only dual-core smartphone out there. We've got the HTC Sensation 4G coming out soon, which is going to have a really fast Qualcomm Snapdragon 1.2 gigahertz processor. But we are thoroughly, thoroughly impressed with the capability here of the Samsung Galaxy S2. And again, it has this feature where you can put two fingers on the screen, bring it closer to your face, and the text will zoom. It's not working ideally here, but you can actually tilt it this way to make it happen better. Kind of a novelty feature. It doesn't really help very much, but it's a nice thing to have. The double tap to zoom in works very well. It reflows the column. Double tapping again will zoom all the way out. Let's dive into settings while we're taking a look at the browser on the Galaxy S2. You saw that gesture previously. If you pinched, you can zoom out to your window view, and you can add new windows here. And then it makes it really easy to manage multiple tabs. Sometimes it takes a little practice. You can easily flip between two tabs. Real quick, let's see how much memory the browser is using right now. We've Pocket Now open in just Google. We're using about 86 megabytes of RAM. Considering that we have a full gig or so to work with, that's not too bad. And let's take a look at the options that we have here. So with the Windows, we can change browser brightness independently of the rest of the operating system. We can go into more. We can add a shortcut to home, which is cool, kind of an iOS-like feature. You can do this anyway in Android, but most browsers don't put the option actually in the browser. It puts it on the home screen. We can share the page. We can print. Let's go to settings here. We can change the default zoom. We can open the pages in overview mode. We can block pop-ups. I mean, these are kind of standard gingerbread options, actually, most of these. Change your home page, clear cache, accept cookies, enable plugins is somewhere around here so that you can view Flash content on that. And on this, in fact, performance of Flash content is very, very good. In fact, let us go to YouTube and take a look at what it's like to look at YouTube videos. And of course, this has the YouTube application on it, but we're going to do it through the web. Let's search for Pocket Now real quick. Pokemon, that's interesting. Pocket Now. There we go. And let's take a look at this. Let's try to play it in the browser here. Should be able to. And check out performance. It's actually loading it in the sort of web player, but very good performance. And if you were to load this video inline in a page, the performance would also be quite fantastic. In fact, let's Let's do that because that's something really you really should take a look at. So here's one. The great thing about the Galaxy S2 browser is you don't have to wait for the page to finish to start working with it. So I'm just kind of ignoring the status bar up there. Here's a video I want to see. I tap on it, and it's going to load the video right in the browser, just like you're used to on other Android phones, but performance is especially good here on the Galaxy S2.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from PocketNow.com.
So there we're playing a PocketNow video. Let's scroll down. Awesome, inline video. It looks awesome. So yeah, the browser on the Samsung Galaxy S2 is quite possibly the best mobile browser that's out there right now. I'm sure that in the near future that will be outdone by another device, maybe the HTC Sensation, maybe something else. Coming up soon, we're going to have the full review on PocketNow.com. We're going to talk more about battery life, benchmarks, in-hand feel, day-to-day usability, a lot of other things. As you probably have guessed by now, we're in love with the Galaxy S2. We think Samsung did a stellar job on this device, and it's a very well-rounded smartphone that gives you performance in every app and really in every aspect of the operating system. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and watch out for that review on Pocket Now. Thanks for watching, and that's it for now.